super nose. You know that, Mikey? Huh? What are you telling me to shut up for? It is tiny. You want some water? Why am I so low? There it goes. Wow. Lots of figs. I gotta make fig jam this year. Let's get some music on. It's on. Hmm? There it goes. All right, good morning. How's everyone doing? Oh, goddamn, Trump looks fucking sick. He looks sick. What's up, Fly? How you been, brother? What you been up to? Christians, they don't love the Nazis. God damn. Christians, they love the Nazis. Did you watch, Fly, did you watch any of the Correspondence Dinner? Wasn't that surreal? The guy who people won awards for, right? For investigating the pedophiles, you know, Trump, the New York Times Trump letter, you know, birthday card in which he was sued for $25 billion. And Trump's like, yeah, I did that. Right? Dude, it's about him with a fucking pedo. And Trump is just kind of laughing it off. You know, the narcissist to be able to sit there and, you know, in that embarrassment that you wrote Epstein, you tried to sue, you failed, right? You never, your lawsuit failed. You didn't do anything. And yes, you did write the letter. We do know you wrote the letter to a pedo. PedoPotUS. You are PedoPotUS. It was like the Correspondence Dinner was the PedoPotUS Correspondence Dinner. I mean, it was surreal. Only one guy, the guy who didn't show up, oh, so-and-so couldn't be here tonight. And that guy's like, fuck it, I'm not going to show up and get a award from this fucking pedo. All the rest, everyone should not have showed up. The correct behavior wasn't like, oh, well, you know, we had to push back against the terror. Dude, they were smiling and shaking his hand after writing some pedo article, right? It's insane. You know, the woman that he abused was there. I mean, verbally abused. Everyone should have protested that goddamn thing. All the recipients should not have showed up and should have sent a letter and protest. Listen, yeah, I appreciate the reward. I accept the reward. Have someone come up. I accept the reward, but I'm not gonna be there in front of a fucking pedo. PedoPotUS, PedoPotUS. It was surreal. I thought it was the most surreal. And he doxed them too, yeah. They talked about that. The person was doxed too. And he's there smiling away. What a fucking piece of shit, dude. Why would you fucking show up there? Unless they were like, if you don't show up, you'd be fired or something, and they have to show up. Who knows? Everyone, it's like what they did with Hitler. It's the same fucking shit they did with Hitler. Placating, the narcissist, the megalomaniac, whatever the fucking term is. It's surreal. This shit is fucking surreal, The sooner this motherfucker dies, the better. The sooner he fucking moves on. He needs to move on. Lindsay, your buddy Lindsay has already gone there. They say that he's not processing shit. He's carrying a piss bag. They say he smells of urine, right? It's like there's a massive stench of urine around Trump. I don't know if you heard that. The motherfucker is like on death's door. Taking Mikey to school. I was up in the mountains yesterday looking for treasure. I gotta take Tommy to school.
It was Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh, Jeffrey Epstein.
She was the escort of Jeffrey Epstein.
I tell you, Melania's song.
She met
Donald pissed
Trump.
Off.
Dude. You just calm down. Jeffrey Epstein. You came to New York with a plan and a dream. Young and hungry, joined Epstein's team. Somebody claimed you made the intro live. Amanda was his girl. She watched him testify. 20 years of fairy tales and fake romance with Jeffrey's escort. That's how you got your chance. You met your man. You were pedophiles connect. Now your first lady demanding respect. You stayed with Amanda, she was 17. She flew on that plane, she saw the machine. You smiled for the camera's play, it's so sweet. Now she talking loud and your story's incomplete. You're no lady, you're just shady. You were just a blonde girl. So this all girl, now we're gonna watch you fall. Epstein's little dog girl, standing way too tall.
Yeah, he's so disingenuous. Waffle is so disingenuous. He says shit. He's smart enough to know shit that isn't true. Like, oh, Democrats are socialists. We're not socialists. We don't fucking believe in socialism. Oh, you're communist. The whole communist thing is just, it's so stupid. Like, anyone who has only a dumb fuck would call, right, any American a communist. I saw AOC, right? AOC actually fucking nailed it. It's like, dude, this is like so stupid. We've been trying to get minimum wage, right? Increase the minimum. We can't even increase minimum wage. And you think we're going to become a communist nation? Seriously? Right? Look, Nate, look. Nathan wants attention. Here, let me just help you out. He's fucking boring. You're boring, dude. You're boring, brother. Go get another account. Yeah, fucking boring. He wants to get you, he wants to rile you up. He's fucking boring. 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 Get some new material, bitch. You're just boring. I know, he's dumb. He's a dumb fuck. Boring. I mean, they're just boring. I mean, they're so fucking dumb. They think that calling us communists is gonna like get us upset. All it does, it shows how fucking stupid they are, because it says they don't understand what communist is. They're using a word, a phrase that they have no fucking idea what it means, right? They use a phrase like, oh, you're a socialist. They don't even know what socialism is. They're just fucking dumb. It's embarrassing. It really is embarrassing. Isn't it, Mikey? Embarrassing. It's embarrassing. You know, because Trump is, see, this is like, Trump is so fucking stupid, right? He's so fucking old. He remembers McCarthy, right? The McCarthy and the communist scare. And in his mind, because he's demented, all right, and he has dementia, he's like, oh yeah, McCarthy. He still remembers McCarthy. All the other shit he's forgotten. So he's like, oh, I'll do the McCarthy. Oh, these guys are like, oh, we got to do the commie scare again from the 1950s. The 60s. I can't remember when McCarthy was. Late 50s, right? It's so fucking dumb. MAGA dumb. There's MAGA dumb. There's dumb, and then there's MAGA dumb. It's like a level below MAGA, right? Dumb, and then MAGA dumb. They're fucking idiots. MAGA the dumb. This is MAGA dumb. It's a level of dumbness. It's a level of dumbness. Hey, what's up, Mikey? Have a good day. What time you done today? Huh? Full day today? Huh? Are you gonna call me? Ah, there's his buddy. He got his buddies. Teenager. The Trump supporter, dog. Trump supporter are broke. Why, way past dumb. She got mama's haircut. I like the idea of MAGA dumb. Mike, is that where you're at? What do you mean? I'm dropping Mikey off school. I'm done with Mikey off school. I'm gonna go get my cell phone. Oh. What did he say? A stage on the path of class elimination. Oh, he Googled. He Googled. Whoa! Look at this guy here. Fucking A. That's hauling ass. Look, let's look at that. We're the national embarrassment when you worship a pedo. Let me explain that to me. How are we a national embarrassment? How are we a national embarrassment? MAGA worships a fucking pedo. Bestie friends with Epstein for 15 years, went to all his parties, think he wasn't a pedo. How can someone be best friends with a pedo for 15 years, go to all his parties, have multiple allegations of him sexually abusing girls, And we're the embarrassment? Are you serious? We're the embarrassment? You voted for a fucking pedo. Not any old pedo, a fucking rapist too. He was found guilty of rape, Eugene Carroll. And if it was, and it should be a criminal, on a criminal prosecution, which I don't know why he wasn't, because I don't think there's any, what's called, whatever it is, you know, where shit expires. What's the word I'm thinking of? God, that word just got out of my brain. Statute of limitations. There's no statute of limitations. And here's why, right? Everyone on that jury said he raped her. Everyone on that jury said Trump raped Eugene Carroll. In a criminal case, it requires everyone on the jury. So I look at it this way: Trump is a rapist because everyone on that civil jury said he raped her. And on a civil jury, right, all you need to do is have a more than 50% on civil conviction. So since every jurist said he raped her, then he is a rapist. That's how I interpret it, right? That's my interpretation. Because on a criminal jury requires all of them. And since all of them said he raped her, thus Trump is a rapist. Does that make sense? Type 1 in chat if that makes sense. All right? Type 1. Right? Trump raped Eugene Carroll, according to the judge, right? And since all jurists said that he raped her, if this was a criminal, right, event, he would have been found guilty of rape, right? A civil just requires more than 50%, a preponderance of it, right? So if it would have been a criminal case, he would have been found guilty of rape. The motherfucker is a rapist. He's a fucking rapist. And not only that, he's a pedophile, right? There's plenty of allegations. He doesn't, you know, Katie Johnson, shout out to Katie Johnson, to all the other girls, to the nipple girl, right? To the woman who was raped by him in 84, trafficked to him by Epstein in 84. Epstein was trying to get that Trump money. So he trafficked this young girl, say, I got a present for you. You know, he knew he was a dirty motherfucker. Epstein trafficked a teenage girl to Trump in 84. The FBI interviewed her 4 times. I'm curious, why haven't they convicted her of making false statements? Huh? Why didn't they prosecute her? Why didn't Trump sue her? Why didn't Trump sue Katie Johnson, who says that Trump raped her 5 times at 5 different events at 5 different parties? Right? Why hasn't Trump sued her? Because he's a fucking pedo. Because he's a fucking rapist. Right? This is the embarrassment. As a nation, we voted, we put in someone who cheats, who grifts. I mean, the whole idea of president is like the best of us. And you think Trump is the best of us? Right? You think fucking Trump is the best of best. It's embarrassing, dude. America has ruined our presidency. I mean, literally put in the dirt. Oh, you can be a rapist and be president. You can be a pedo and be president. Oh, you can grift and be president, right? He's made $6 billion, probably more, right? Since he's in his second term, $6 fucking billion. He is just, he is now giving away U.S. nuclear secrets to Saudi Arabia. He's got a plan. We're going to build and give away our nuclear secrets to, His son-in-law was given, $6 billion. He was given a fucking plane, a monument. We have all these laws to stop this shit, and they're all being ignored. It's embarrassing. That's embarrassing. It's embarrassing that as America, we got some shithead like Trump as president. That's embarrassing. That's fucking embarrassing. I have to always apologize. When I'm in Japan, I always have to apologize. Gomenasai, America人です。Gomenasai. Trump 大統領絶対ダメですね。はい、絶対ダメ. Right? As a Trump president, Trump president is really bad, isn't he? Yeah, he's really bad. Gomenasai, I have to apologize. I have to apologize. Every fucking Japanese person I meet, I have to fucking apologize for our fucking rapist, pedo, right? Trump Tatorio Skebe desu. He's a pedophile. He's a degenerate, right? Epstein Tomodachi. Epstein's friend. Ne? Hontoni Skebe. これはヤクザ。トランプ大統領はアメリカヤクザです。Yeah? Trump president is an American mobster, right? I have to apologize. Imagine living in Japan and having to fucking apologize to every fucking Japanese, and they hate. They fucking hate. They hate. They hate America. They hate Trump. Japanese hate Trump. They've lost all respect for America. America used to be highly respected, not anymore. Right? We've lost everything. All our credibility, everything. Sausage, egg, cheese muffin there. はい、もう一度単品で。はい。and orange juice. And これ新しいの after demi sauce muffin.単品で。They got a new thing here. Okay, I got that. はい。お願いします。I got a new wallet. Let me change. Yeah. I sure do, Wallace. Why don't you? It's embarrassing. This channel is all about trolling Trump. Wait, walls of penis. Wall of lies. And I thought, yeah, it's embarrassing. I've got it's a radio show. I like to roast Trump. I like to roast MAGA. I think I say MAGA more than Trump. What I'm doing, Wallace. What I'm doing, Wallace, right? What I'm doing is what Trump does. Say over and over and over and over, right? What I'm doing is I'm just informing everyone, all my videos, everyone comes in over and over and over. We are ensuring that that everyone knows that Trump's a fucking pedo, that Trump's a rapist, that Trump's a grifter, right? That's what he is. I'm branding. It's called branding. Trump taught me this, right? You know how have you ever listened to Trump fucking do a speech? He does it over and over and over. Whoa, this is what the fuck is this thing? This is like a new kind of, it's got tartar sauce on it. Not bad. Look, we can eat lettuce in Japan. We can eat lettuce in Japan. America, you can't eat lettuce. No one's eating lettuce unless you want to get explosive shits. In America, you eat lettuce, you get explosive shits, right? Because you spray all your vegetables with fecal matter, right? All your greens are being sprayed with fecal matter water. Because Trump did away with all the organizations that oversee the safety of food and everything else. They did away with that. Yeah, Wallace is dumb fuck. He's mega dumb. Wall of ice. I don't know how long it took for you to figure that out. Oh, wall of ice. That'd be good. That's probably Nathan. Brand new breakfast sandwich. Look, it's got little Pokemons on it. Should I put this? God, there, hash brown. There's your lover boy. That must be high tide. Waffle probably is a flat earther. Was that a glove there? Someone lost their glove. Get that. I love the muffin. Mm. Mm. Put some music on.
This is the orange line. That was the only sacrament. Epstein didn't kill himself with your repent. Dialogue leaking. Trump's name cement. Still your screen. Chosen one. Heaven sent. Screaming. 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 Fake folks, you better love a Nazi. Drop it. Fake folks, you better love a Nazi. Nail it. Fake folks, you better love a Nazi. Nail it. Crucify it! Crucify it! Crucify it! His best is Trump and Epstein time.
Not only be you, Wall.
Kevin give with grabs, he only knows on a pulling gas full of soy pedals, eyes and force way babies. Calling gas brand, right bro, kids in cages. That's the promise now. Weighted grows like a slice with good bay. And Jesus is Trump and he's breathing again. Crucify it. Crucify it.
Dude, the only degenerate in here, Wall, is you. You worship a fucking pedo. Is Trump a pedo? Type yes or no. Yes or no. Is Trump a pedo? He's a fucking pedo. I got 3 of these today. God damn. Ah, so good.
The man who sells the bombs just left.
Trump's a fucking pedo. And you're in denial. You're in denial that Trump's a pedo. Why are you starving? Look at that. Egg, Japanese muffin, and Australian pork chop. Mm-hmm. Every time you lie, Waffle, I'm timing you out. Every time you fucking lie, the only dishonest person is you, brother. You're the only dishonest person. Mm.
And the father pays the bill.
No, Waffle, you live in a bubble. We live outside the bubble. That's the difference, Waffle. You live in a bubble.
Cause the dying pays so well. They all sell the war as freedom. And they'll never count the shells. So remember when they tell you that a war was somehow just. There's a man who made a fortune, and a child turned to dust. Our suffering is funny to the men who make the money. The matches for war getting found are dead, and they just love. Evil men made a fortune. Our children in the ground. And while we bury all we love, they just welcome to Epstein's Island.
Feel free,
Dinner is
Julie, feel free to whack a MAGA, right? We don't have moderators in here. We just got motherfuckers with hammers to whack MAGA. Trump tree. There's never been a guy with more recorded lies. I mean, dude, he's not even talking about the fucking Iran war. Nice to meet you.
flesh and blood. Nice to meet you. Beef jerky on the island, beef jerky was the goal. Beef jerky ship beside them to those who crave the low. Something to leave the menu, but what you knew is hard. You didn't want the menu from the same days in the dark. 1,300 pages, the chef's name in the file, hidden through the ages, behind the rich man's smiles. Butchery is trade, craft of the good trade, of bloody history, served up on a plate. Nice to meet you.
That would be MAGA, Lear. That'd be MAGA. That would be MAGA. MAGA lives in a trailer park. Bob. Bob didn't even read the Constitution. Bob, do you even know what the Constitution is, Bob? Bob, do you know what the Constitution is? Have you ever read it, Bob? Bob, I have a serious question. Do you ever pledge allegiance to the Constitution? Bob doesn't even know what the Constitution is. This rice came out good. For the first time, this rice came out good this year. But next door didn't. What the fuck did they do? Oh, they didn't run they ran the goddamn thing on this one. Interesting. A lot of weeds in this one. This one looks good though. All right, I'm gonna get off here. I'll be back on in a couple hours. I'm coding. There's the septic tank. Why is a septic tank here? Someone's getting their septic tank drained. I'll be on later. Are you still on holiday pissed off? That's Jalen. That's Mr. Brown. Mr. Brown. He loves to watch the stream. All right. Goddamn electric bike is out. Yeah, it's like 100. I hitting 120. I told you he was going to hit 120. I heard. I heard that the heat index is hitting 120 degrees Celsius in some counties or places. Or that should be Fahrenheit, not Celsius. In some county in the U.S. And that the county told them to conserve power, because they've got 50 data centers that need it. It's crazy.
Nailed it. And yes, definitely 120 degrees Fahrenheit, not Celsius. 120 degrees Celsius would mean boiling at 248 degrees Fahrenheit. The exact situation you heard about took place in Henrico County, Virginia, just outside Richmond, during a severe heat wave across the mid-Atlantic. The irony of the announcement sparked nationwide attention. What happened in Henrico County? The 50 data centers, Henrico County currently hosts 37 operating data centers, with 17 more planned or under construction, totaling 54. It sits right on the edge of Northern Virginia, the largest concentration of data centers on the planet. The conservation memo. Facing an abrupt 25% rate hike on municipal electricity bills, the county manager sent an email to public school staff and municipal employees asking them to make slight adjustments to cut power use. They were told to turn off lights, shut down computers/laptops overnight, and pull down window blinds. The backlash. Local residents and critics pointed out how absurd it felt to ask public school teachers and city workers to switch off light bulbs to save power, while hyperscale AI and cloud facilities in the same county consume gigawatt hours of power around the clock. Grid strain and emergency directives. When heat indices pushed past 100 degrees Fahrenheit to 110 degrees Fahrenheit across the East Coast, regional grid demand spiked dramatically from air conditioning. The strain on the PJM grid, which covers 13 eastern states, got so severe that the U.S. Department of Energy issued emergency orders directing data centers across the region to disconnect from the public grid and switch over to their on-site backup generators, freeing up utility power so homes wouldn't lose air conditioning.
Insane. It's fucking insane. It's insane. Yeah, we're completely off the grid during the day. So my house operates, we got battery packs now. So we run all day long off the grid, and I can go till 3 o'clock in the morning until my battery runs out. And then from basically then it, and then the sunrise right now is around 4 a.m. So I'm not quite fully off the grid, but pretty much. But it's so nice to be able to run, not worry about your AC, like it's running and all that. I should. All right, guys, I'm going to get off. Yeah. Well, I'll get off the grid. I mean, shit's going to go up. I mean, utility price is going to go up so much. That's how I looked at it. It was like, dude, we're going to see as all these data centers grow and the demand on electricity, you might as well put the money towards getting off the grid. You know what? We can pick some. Look, we got blackberries. Let's pick some blackberries. We'll pick blackberries. I got blackberries. I think I can pick another. I just saw a blackberry. I already did two jams. I don't have enough blackberries to do another jar of jam. Oh yeah, look at all those blackberries. Woo! Let me sneak in here. Grab this here. Actually, I'll grab this here. Oh no, I want a handle. Grab this thing here. All right. Oh my God. Look at all these blackberries. Ooh, look at all these frogs. Look at all my chickens running around everywhere. All the chickens are running everywhere. Look at this juicy ass blackberry right there. What? Oh, they just fall right off. Fall right off. Then down here. Oh, this guy's down here. Another one down here. Oh, it's already. Look at these guys. Look at this. Look at the size of these blackberries. Oh my God. These are the last ones. Oh, there's a big one right here. Look at that one. I'm going to turn them into jam. So they're going to get. Mm-mm. You know they're good when they just want to fall off the. Oh, that one just fell. God damn it! Where did he go? There it is. Oh, yeah, look at these guys. Yeah, you pop one off and one falls off. That's what you want in the basket. And look at these under here. You know, all these under here. There's just falling right off. Oh my God. We can cook. Oh, my frog's jumping everywhere. Woo. Look at these guys right in here. Hate these beetles. Oh, all down there. Big girl. The size of that one. I got so many frogs living on my property. It's funny. I think I got them all. There's a couple up here. I think they got them all. Let's check over here. All right. And I'm going to let's grab some, let's cook it with, this is sage. I'm going to cook it with some sage and some apple mint. All right, so blackberry, sage, apple mint. Got a frog. Some fucking frogs. Oh my God, zoom in. Why is it zoomed in? See the frog there? See my chicken? See the chicken right there? I got so many fucking frogs. Look at them all. Look at all the frogs in here. Look at them all. Oh, that's the other species. I have two species of frog. I've got mountain frog in here. What the hell is it? There it is, right there. Right there. Oh, water's down on that. All right, let's make blueberries. Blackberry, I'm sorry, blackberry jam. Let's make some blackberry jam. You guys see me? Huh? Type 1 if you can see me. All right, cool. All right, you put vinegar in. Put some vinegar in with the water. And what that does is it forces any worms and stuff that are here to the top. They'll try to get out. They're like, oh my God, this is vinegar. Like there. And then what I do is create a little water bath like that. So like all the little insects and stuff, right? Ultimately float. See all the little particles and everything flowing off the edge. You see that? You see that? Probably fine. All right, like that. Cleaning your, see there's a worm. See that? See that guy right there? You see that guy? The vinegar causes these guys. See that? Yeah, that's why whenever you, so you never should, basically, like all fruits, we're going to have those worms in it, right? So you always want to rinse your fruits, right? Especially wild picked in vinegar, right? Otherwise you're eating shit. Now it's all clean, right? So it's clean now. It's a little protein, it's not going to hurt you. All right. So here's and then what I do. All right. So now I put this here. No, I'm not adding any water or anything to it. All right. I'm going to put this in here too. Right. I'm gonna let this in here. I need to get my, where's my sugar? What is this? Oh, missing sugar. Where the fuck's my sugar? Where is my sugar? Huh? There's brown sugar, but I couldn't have used all my sugar. Huh? Where's all my sugar? I just opened the bag. That's Sheetal. That's salt. That's salt. Where's my sugar? Oh, it's not under there. Not in there. Not in there. Not in there. Where the fuck is my sugar? I don't see my sugar anywhere. Huh. Oh, here it is. Fuck, it's right here. I knew I had sugar. I was like, dude, I got a whole fucking bag of sugar. All right. Turn that on. All right. All right. All right. So then all I do is I cover it with some sugar and then put a lid on it. Put a lid on it. All right. And let it cook down. Turn that down. For 3 hours on kind of a low heat. All right. Just go back in here. It's cooled down. How long is this weather is going to prolong? Tie it to the super El Nino, the Godzilla, spike of the El Nino we've never seen before, where the super El Nino is actually spiking water temperatures. Explain all that.
The intense heat waves and oppressive humidity you are seeing are directly connected to what meteorologists call a super El Nino, or very strong El Nino, combined with record-breaking global marine heat waves. Forecasts from NOAA and climate monitoring services confirm that sea surface temperatures in the equatorial Pacific have spiked to historically high levels. This event is projected to intensify through the end of 2026 and persist well into early 2027. How a super El Nino spikes ocean temperatures under normal conditions. Strong trade winds blow westward across the tropical Pacific Ocean, pushing warm surface water toward Asia and Australia, while pulling cold ocean water up from the deep along South America. During a super El Nino, 1. Trade winds collapse. The trade winds weaken or even reverse direction. 2. The warm slosh. Without wind pushing it west, a massive pool of hot water sloshes back eastward across the entire Pacific toward North and South America. 3. The super threshold. When equatorial Pacific sea surface temperatures rise 2.0 degrees Celsius, 3.6 degrees Fahrenheit, or more above the historical average, it enters super El Nino territory, often informally dubbed a Godzilla El Nino. In mid-2026, global sea surface temperatures hit an all-time record, with over 80% of the world's oceans experiencing active marine heat waves. Why ocean heat drives heat index on land? The ocean acts as a giant global air conditioner, or, in this case, a massive heater. When ocean temperatures spike, two major atmospheric reactions follow: extreme evaporation and dew points. Warmer oceans evaporate enormous volumes of water vapor into the atmosphere. Water vapor is a potent heat-trapping gas, and high atmospheric moisture spikes the dew point. Because the heat index measures how hot air feels when air temperature is combined with relative humidity, high moisture levels turn a 95 degrees Fahrenheit day into a dangerous 110 degrees Fahrenheit to 120 degrees Fahrenheit heat index. Locked jet streams and heat domes. The shifting Pacific warm pool alters the jet stream across North America. This creates semi-permanent high-pressure ridges, heat domes, that park over regions for weeks, trapping hot, muggy air and preventing cool air fronts from moving through. Will this weather prolong? Yes. El Nino events typically reach their peak intensity in late fall or winter, and the atmosphere takes time to respond to ocean warming. Because NOAA estimates an 80% plus chance that this strong El Nino will maintain its grip into early 2027, you can expect extended summer heat waves, heat index spikes, and persistent humidity lasting longer into late summer and early autumn. Warm winter anomaly. Warmer than average winter temperatures across much of North America, keeping baseline temperatures elevated. Where would you like to go from here? How will this El Nino affect regional winter weather? Ways to prepare for prolonged high heat index days.
Well, why don't you break down and dork into all the material you can? I want you to think about which organizations would have reports, read the reports. Also, another thing is the impact of this high heat on infrastructure, expanding rails and so on. And then it's compounded by all of the data centers, right? And then if they're running off of their on-site generation, then they're creating massive amounts of pollution. Dork into all of that. Explain.
Extreme heat collides with hyperdense data center infrastructure. It creates a compounding chain reaction that stresses physical materials, overloads the electric grid, and triggers localized air quality emergencies. To research, dork into the primary documentation on this topic. Key federal agencies, grid operators, and research institutions publish detailed public reports. 1. primary reports and organizations to target, to find hard data, search for filings and technical assessments from these specific regulatory bodies.
I want you to do the searching, the dorking, the reading. You are the subject matter expert, so become that subject matter expert.
Primary documentation reveals how extreme atmospheric heat, compounding electricity demands, and physical infrastructure limits intersect. 1. The local breaking point. Henrico County, Virginia. The incident in Henrico County, Virginia, just outside Richmond, serves as a case study for the local impact of rapid data center expansion. The internal memo. On June 26, 2026, Henrico County Manager John Vitulkas issued an email to thousands of county employees and public school staff. The email warned that starting July 1st, municipal electricity rates would jump by 25%, adding an estimated $5 million to the county's annual budget. The request: school teachers and office workers were
Wow.
Local residents noted the stark contrast between asking public school staff to turn off light bulbs while hyperscale AI facilities in the same county draw steady, multi-megawatt baseloads 24/7. 2. Federal emergency interventions and grid volatility. The strain extends beyond local budgets to the regional bulk power system. DOE Section 202C Emergency Order. On June 30th, 2026, the U.S. Department of Energy issued an emergency order under Section 202C of the Federal Power Act for the PJM interconnection, the grid serving 65 million people across 13 mid-Atlantic and Midwest states. With regional peak load forecasted to cross 160,000 megawatts during the heat wave, the DOE authorized emergency generation operational measures to prevent rolling blackouts. NERC Level 3 Alert. On May 4th, 2026. The North American Electric Reliability Corporation, NERC, issued a rare Level 3 Essential Actions alert regarding large computational loads. The ride-through failure, NERC's 2026 State of Reliability Report, documented multiple incidents where data centers abruptly shed 1,000 megawatts to 1,800 megawatts of load in seconds during minor grid voltage dips. Sensitivity settings on industrial uninterruptible power supply (UPS) systems trigger a rapid disconnect to protect sensitive AI servers. These multi-gigawatt load drops act like shocks to grid frequency, threatening wide area stability. Heat wave peak demand, greater than 160,000 megawatts. Build down pointing triangle. Build down pointing triangle. Residential AC load. Build down pointing triangle. Build down pointing triangle. View Gizi launched. Emergency order. Build down pointing triangle. Build down pointing triangle. View Gizi order invoked. Build down pointing triangle. Emergency.
All right, I want to make a note to yourself. Never do images, graphs, or anything else because I'm listening. I want you to add to your memory. Never do graphs or charts or anything else because you are speaking out loud. So when you do just trying to describe a chart, it comes out as googly gook. Okay. Now, I don't want you repeating stuff. I want you to find any other stuff. I mean, is any game theory it out? What are we looking at for the rest of this El Nino? And the Godzilla is the spike. If you look at the charts, the temperature of the ocean, you'll see that it's spiking up like the head of a Godzilla. That's where the Godzilla El Nino comes from. All right, so here's my jam cooking. Like here's the jam. Now what I added some lemongrass in here, which I'm going to pull out. So I'm just using it, right? So I've got lemongrass in here, letting the sugar. This is no water was added.
The description of the Godzilla spike is spot on. When you look at the sea surface temperature anomaly charts, that sudden, almost vertical, jagged spike shooting straight up past historical baseline averages really does look like the spine of Godzilla rising out of the ocean. Here's what the latest climate data shows for the rest of this El Nino, along with how game theory explains the high-stakes showdown between data centers, power grids, and local communities. What to expect for the rest of this El Nino? The latest global ocean datasets show that surface ocean temperatures hit their highest levels on record. In the equatorial Pacific, temperatures crossed the 2.0 degrees Celsius above average threshold, The benchmark that officially defines a super El Nino, late 2026, peak forecast models show this ocean warming will continue building through late 2026 before hitting its maximum intensity. Extended duration into 2027. The atmospheric aftershocks will persist well into early 2027. That means humidity levels and heat index spikes will remain unnaturally high through late autumn, followed by an unusually warm, mild winter across much of North America. Compounding moisture. Because warm oceans evaporate vast amounts of water into the atmosphere, high atmospheric dew points will continue to amplify standard air temperatures into dangerous heat indices across the eastern United States. Game theory. Grid operators versus tech giants. When you analyze extreme weather colliding with hyperscale data center growth, it maps directly onto classic game theory principles.
No, I didn't put fennel.
Prisoner's dilemma of compute.
I didn't add
For a
fennel
tech
this
giant,
time.
pausing a massive AI training run mid-process can cost
On this batch here, I didn't add fennel because my wife, I'm the only one in my family that loves fennel. So this one has sage, lemongrass, and apple mint. I added sage, lemongrass, and apple mint to there. The green in there is lemongrass, sage, and I'm going to pull it out. So I left the whole thing in there. So I'm just cooking it like a tea, letting it soak in, but I'm not putting any fennel in this time. Just adding apple mint and sage and a lot of lemongrass. I've got lemongrass I haven't been using. So give it kind of a lemony taste to it. We'll see how it comes out. I'm gonna let it cook for a while, let it simmer, really cook. I can actually turn it down now. So what I'm doing now is I'm just getting the water off, right? So I'm cooking it down, getting the water off. Have it make it thicker. It's real runny right now. And then I'll pull out the lemongrass. On there. That's it. Look at that beautiful blackberry jam. So good. I've been adding it to my yogurt. It's really nice. And I can add some honey as a preservative to it too at the end. You know, so when it's nice, when it's at the thickness, I like it on there. Yeah, me too, man. I'm gonna take off here. Hey, thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you guys later. I'll be back on. I gotta take Tommy. I'll be on in 2 hours later.